Hey, welcome back, everybody. Courtside in the field house, East Texas A&M Lion women. Hey, in front of their brand new scoreboard, and a few hundred people made it out here, Coach?
Yeah.
They get a 68-60 win back after it in the Southland Conference and kiss that 5-game streak goodbye.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it feels good. It does. I'm happy for our kids. I'm proud of our kids. They've really, dug in, put the work in, and it's rewarding when this does happen. You can talk about it all you want, and you can, keep their spirits up all you want, but this is what has to happen for them to believe, that we are a good team, and we have some potential. So
Jasmine Payne, she lit it up today for you on the Lions side, a career best 20. She had 18, I think, against Texas Southern. I believe that was the opponent. So,
right.
Nice to see her scoring.
That's
inside.
right. I mean, when Jazz is locked in, and ready to go, she was really good on the defensive end tonight too. I mean, I know all the points are going to stand out, but she did her job on the defensive end, and she was just locked in. So she was really, really good for us.
Well, if you can get that off the bench every time, I know you're going to like it. Two rebounds. She had 2 steals.
Yep.
To go along with those 20 points. And what I like, because I've seen her play for a few years now, 5 out of 7 at the fix and feed line, Coach, was huge.
Yeah, it was huge. She hit hers, down the stretch there, and I think we ended up 20-28, but, down the stretch there, that's what we've got to hit free throws. I think we were 2 for 6, under a minute there. We've got to get that fixed, and be able to hit foul shots when we need to make them.
I know. Well, just remember that you could be Justin Payne talking to his team about 7 out of 16 at the same spot on the floor. So
that's right.
Everybody's got their problems, right?
That's true.
Coach, how about the work? This might have been the best game that I've seen this season out of Alva.
Yeah, I was just joking with her family. Her family's here from overseas. I said, I think y'all need to stay here for the rest of the year. So, but, she is, what you saw tonight is, just prototypical Alva in practice every day. She was so good on the defensive end.
5 block shots, Coach.
That will stand out on the stat sheet. A lot of the other stuff probably not going to. She didn't score a ton, but just her presence in the paint, her, stopping the drives from, getting beat by the guards a little bit here and there, and just being a presence in the paint for us tonight was huge.
She was that, and, that one, what stats do you see deflections really ought to be on this scoreboard?
That's exactly right. That's the, things for the 5 practices we've had since we've been back from Christmas break that's what we've been doing is tracking who's going to the offensive boards, who's getting deflections, who individual people getting stops on the defensive end, and then who is that second or third defender, in that presence of the stop as well. And her numbers were great, the past 5 days. So obviously it's evident when you watch the game tonight. All
right, Nicholls was up 24-14 at the end of the first, Coach. I know you had bad thoughts in your head, but
I did, yes.
What did
Charlie.
you say to get them out?
I think we just needed to settle down. I think we had turned the ball over a few too many times there. We were not following our game plan on the defensive end. So, again, we gave up 24 points. And then, you look at the rest of the box score, and we only give up – the most we give up is 16 in one of the other 3 quarters. So, once we could get to our defensive game plan and all 5 people on the floor were following that, I thought we would be okay. And that's what dug us out of the hole.
Part of the first quarter, the Lion women spent doing exactly what you didn't want them to do, was race up and just pull the trigger. But, Coach, they stopped doing that, and that's where the turnaround came. Right.
Again, we got our defense fixed to where it should have been, and I thought we started taking better shots. I'm okay with some quick shots, but we also have to know when to take them. That's conversations we've been having with our kids. It's,
game management.
They've scored. That's time and score. They score. We don't want to come down here and, take a quick shot. So, once we got all of that stuff back on the same page, I thought we were much, much better.
Okay. Looking at some of the other good numbers tonight, Keisha Sanders, 14 points, 4 assists, but how about 7 rebounds?
Yeah, Keisha's what willed us, in that first half, that first quarter when we needed to get our butts in gear. She was the one that was doing it, and I love her. She has that mentality of I don't want to lose. She wants to win, but I think she hates to lose even worse.
That's a good way to have your point guard be.
Yep.
Cora Horvath today, 4 of 13. But, Coach, she got into double digits, had 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. The only thing she didn't get was a swat.
Yeah. I thought Cora was really good tonight. Whatever, take shooting percentages out. She's going to typically make more, have a higher percentage. But she did what we need her to do, other than the scoring piece. And she still did that, but she did everything else that we needed her to do.
How about Jamie DeCoke's performance today? 14 minutes out of her. She took just 3 shots.
Yeah.
1 board, 2 dimes, a steal. So partly engaged, but that looked like a little bit better than what it's been as well.
Yeah, I think Jamie was good tonight. I took her out there in the third quarter, put Jazz in, and Jazz, that was Jazz was playing really well. So it was like, we're going to stick with Jazz, and then, when I needed to take Jazz out, I thought we probably needed to go a little bit smaller just for ball control and offensive end. So that, that was why the decision was made that way.
What did Nicholls do that was different from what you prepared for? Was there anything? Did they even just the sequence of them have any surprises for you?
They played big there for a while, and we haven't seen that much out of them. And Broughton came in and gave them some really good minutes.
That's what you would like Trinity Moreland to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But, yeah, she gave them really good minutes, and that wasn't something we had seen a ton of.
Mm-hmm.
Not her, but like them playing 2 bigs at one time.
Yeah.
So, we had to readjust our game plan at that point. They were putting 30 on the 3-point line. So we're trying to make sure Ava was still in the paint for us and not stretching out to guard her.
Very good. Were you surprised that they took just 18 threes? I really thought they were going to jack up more, but I might be wrong in my.
I think they take good threes, so I think they were, I think they had the mentality to, try to drive it by us and ram it down our throats. But they normally take good threes, and not surprising, but it's
the way basketball goes sometimes.
Yeah. So.
All right. Coach, anything else on the squad? What do we miss?
Nothing. I'm just proud of our kids. They stuck with it. They dug in. We followed the game plan for probably 30 minutes tonight.
All right.
So much better.
It's almost there.
We're getting there,
it's
Charlie.
It's a 40-minute game. That's
almost
right. There.
We're getting there.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations. You got to be 1-0 to start out the new year, and you get a chance to go 1-0 again on Saturday when McNeese comes calling.
That's right. We'll get ready for him first thing in the morning.
All right. I love it. All right, line up, everybody. What a great game. Lion women win 68-60, the final. Coach Valerie King telling us how she made all her players smart.
Back in Commerce with our player of the game, Jasmine Payne. All right, so I want to talk to you first. Okay, that first quarter, they come out shooting lights out. You guys are down 24-14. I thought the game really changed. Adam and I talked about it. In that second quarter, you came in and almost had a mindset of, I'm going to drive to the basket, get to the lane, get some easy baskets. Talk about that sequence and what was going through your mind about getting to the hole.
I just want to give all thanks to my teammates. Without them, I wouldn't even get the ball. So all glory to God and thanks to my teammates, and just sticking to the game plan.
And what was that game plan? Let's talk about that.
Out hustle. The last couple of losses, we struggled with being aggressive. So this game we wanted to focus on being more aggressive and attacking, and that was the game plan.
You guys really were. You got to the free throw line over 20 times. You made 20 free throws. You guys really, it looked like, in that first quarter, you guys kind of settled for a lot of outside jump shots, but it seemed like that second, third, and fourth quarter, you guys really took it to the hole, and you made it a point that was what you were going to do, and I thought that you were a big part of that. And then the three-pointers there that you were knocking down, you just were feeling that, weren't you?
listen, once you feel good, you play good. So once I got in a rhythm, the ball was just going in the basket. So feeling good.
First home game in 45 days. It had to feel good to be back home and to be playing in front of the home crowd. How big was this win for you guys, getting that first conference win?
We needed it. I feel like we focused so much on the losses. Our last couple of losses, we wanted to come out and play hard, and we wanted to throw the first punch. And even though we didn't come out as hard, we got in a rhythm, and that's what we stuck to.
And then now you got about a 36-hour turnaround.
Yeah.
You got a big one coming up, McNeese on Saturday. How do you take this momentum into that game?
Just rest tonight, get our heads right for the next game. We prepared, and we were ready, so we're going to come in and do what we did today.
Well, awesome, Jasmine. It's been fun.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
for this win, and
Thank
I'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, Jasmine Payne, player of the game. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. As the Lions come from behind, they win this one 68-60. They get their first conference win of this season.